Thanks for joining 2K Sports for NBA action this Sunday afternoon. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Victor Wembanyama.
And the last couple of months, the rebounding totals have taken a bit of a dive for him. Let's see if he can refocus and put more effort on the glass.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Olynyk in at the center position. And for the Spurs, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Chris Paul out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Zach Collins, and it's Johnson in at the 3. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist. And the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Pass to Barnes. Quickly with the ball. Kicks it out to Barnes. Quickly passes to Barnes. Now Grady Dick. Outside Barrett. Here's the 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Johnson inside. Guarded by Barrett. It's stolen by Barnes. To the inside. Excellent D there from Collins.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Outside Paul. Pass to Johnson. From deep, Wembanyama. Barnes with the rebound. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And here's Quickley. Back to Barnes. Shoots over Paul. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You give Barnes any kind of opening, he's going to attack that rim.
Leonard on the wing. From deep, Wembanyama. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, BA. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Shot by Leonard, no good. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. And that one's good. Quickly.
Since going in the 2020 first round, Quickley has gotten a lot more selective with his shot taking and shot making. A sign of maturity.
Outside Wembanyama. Back to Paul. Barnes with the rebound.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Down low. Quickly passes to Barnes. Outside Dick. Launches it. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. The Spurs making a switch here. Russell is checked in. And now a chance to see who's leading the NBA in steals. Kawhi Leonard third.
And he's such a plus defensively for his team. Those steal numbers scare opponents and lead to fast break buckets.
Now here's Barrett. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Puts it up from 12. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Collins. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Not just an inside scorer. Collins obviously can stretch you out to the three-point line, this time from the mid-range.
Pass to Barrett. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Leonard. Outside Johnson. Collins a screen. Leonard's got room. And there's another one for the Spurs.
Well, a marksman from every spot on the floor. Didn't think you'd say that about Kawhi Leonard coming out of college, but now one of the toughest covers in the league.
Looking at the Raptors, Brent, things have not gone too smoothly since their 2019 championship.
Well, it felt like that championship roster was built just for that year, though, B.A. There wasn't a lot of progression that was going to come from that. They went in, they got Kawhi, they won the championship, and now it's all about rebuilding their franchise in the style that they want to do it. They have one guy that they believe in, and Scottie.
Now Paul. Outside Johnson. Leonard outside. Back to Johnson. Rebound Toronto. Olynyk's got 5 rebounds tonight. We've got Zach Collins. Keldon Johnson out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Wembanyama. And it's Paul in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Well, an all-star in year 3, Scottie Barnes, has been an immediate impact player. It is not easy to do.
And he does get the second one. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
Barrett against Vassell. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. The Raptors have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Quickly, passes to Barnes. Rebounded by Champagnie. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Takes it inside. That one no good. Some solid defense from Barrett. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here. And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He stressed with his guys how important defense is at this point of the game, saying, quote, "It's got to come down to stops, fellas. You know how good our offense is. Now I need you to communicate and D-up out there."
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Barrett. Pass to Barnes. Puts it up from 17. And he can't bank that one in. And now we've got an intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he's able to hit the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. Here's Barnes. Outside Barrett. Puts up a 3. He's off on that one. And an intentional foul right there. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And so it's San Antonio with the W. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to...
All right, Allie, good stuff.
The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The Spurs are staring right in the face of a Game 6 showdown. Do they have the fortitude to close out the series? Now is their time to try and avoid a Game 7 against the Warriors. Round 1 of the NBA Playoffs continues.
We've already got quite a series on our hands, folks, and this is only the first round. Game 6 in the West. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for them. It's Curry and Hield. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with... Setting the floor for the Warriors. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Out on the perimeter, it's Podziemski and Wiggins. And it's Curry in at the point guard. Leonard. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Paul. Spurs passing it around. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He wants them to have an even temperament. He said, I like the energy, but don't rush. Don't force things. Let the game come to you. Kevin, it's difficult to play with everything on the line with that kind of equilibrium.
Thanks, David. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Pass to Champagny. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
There's the 3. Vassell, no good. So we see the Warriors get the win here. I think, Greg, they played with a little more, of a relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing this was it, now or never.
And their season continues because of that, Kevin. How about forcing a Game 7? This is big, and it's going to be an intense battle. I cannot wait.
It'll be terrific. You're right. And David, thank you as always. The deciding game of the Western Conference first round. The Golden State Warriors have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won. 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Spurs. It's Game 7, Round 1 of the NBA playoffs.
Well, we didn't have to wait long for the postseason excitement to ramp up this year. Already in round 1 of the Western Conference playoffs, we've got a Game 7 to bring you on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. Here's the starting group for the San Antonio Spurs. They've got Victor Wembanyama, Kawhi Leonard out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Chris Paul, and it's Johnson in at the 3. And for the Warriors, inside it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Curry and
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Spurs.
You know, we talk about this often. Second chance points can be the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah, they hit the offensive glass with a purpose and made the most of those extra touches.
And for a series that went all the way, you have to appreciate their ability to close it out in advance.
In Game 7, you need guys who are going to be clutch, who are going to rise to the occasion, overcome the obstacles. They did everything they had to do.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Victor Wembanyama.
And I love his tenacity at the defensive end on the floor. Very disruptive all game long.
And for San Antonio, we've got Devin Vassell. Trey Jones is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the center position, filling out the middle. And with that win, they'll be moving on to round 2. And what a way to cap off a riveting series in round 1. They seem to feed off the pressure of this Game 7.
Well, they had to put a lot of energy into winning this series. They'll be a little worn down physically, but from a mental standpoint, they'll be riding high after battling so hard to win this series.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kawhi, you got some hot scoring off the bench tonight. What's it like having that kind of firepower?
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Celtics have everything to fight for. Their path is simple. Down 3-1 in a must-win situation, they must bring tenacity, the heart, and an absolute will to win as they face elimination against the Dallas Mavericks. The NBA postseason, coming up next.
Will it end tonight? That's the question as one team battles to shut the door on the season. Another hopes to stave off defeat. The NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post position. And it's Brown in at the small forward spot. And for the Mavericks, the star backcourt.
Wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Mavericks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they are just moments away from lifting the trophy thanks to a rousing performance here in Game 5.
Yeah, it was really just a remarkable effort tonight, and you can see how much this title means to this team. They are extremely deserving champions, and they are going to enjoy this celebration for quite a while.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyrie Irving.
What you love about...
So the Dallas Mavericks are the NBA champions. All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. But pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.